What's going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to Polar's Wrath. My name is JD, and today we're continuing with our series figuring who the best electric type Pokemon is in Generation 1, Pokemon Blue. We've played through with 4 Pokemon already, Zapdos, Magneton, Jolteon, and Electabuzz. We have 2 Pokemon left. Next week we'll finish off the series with Raichu, but today we're going to go ahead and play through with Electrode, the ball Pokemon. Electrode is a very bad Pokemon, I'm going to say that right up front. HP is 60, attack is 50, defense is 70, special is 80, and speed is 140. This is the fastest Pokemon in the game. It could use some redistribution of stats. Special's our second best stat, which we were not going to utilize at all. Let's look at our level up moveset. Tackle, Screech, Sonic Boom, Self-Destruct, Light Screen, Swift, and Explosion. None of these are special, so we don't even use our best attacking stat. Tackle, Screech, and Sonic Boom we start the game with. Sonic Boom does 20 damage every time, so it really does help the early game. Does not help later. Light Screen and Swift are the only other 2 moves we will use in this playthrough. Self-Destruct and Explosion can't be used in a solo challenge because it knocks us out, and when we faint we have to do a restart. Or I guess take a blackout, but we can't take a win when we do that. Let's go and look at our TM moveset. So our TM moveset also does not utilize our special attack. This is one of the most oddly made Pokemon movesets I've ever seen. Via level up, no electric moves. You think you get Thunder Shock or something? Nope, you don't get any of that. And via TM, we get 2 special moves, 2 electric moves, and nothing else that utilizes our better attacking stat. We have special is 80 and attack is 50. So anything physical goes off our worst stat we have, which is our attack stat. Let's go down the list here. Toxic, maybe used for a little bit. I don't remember. I think it might be for like one strategy I might use Toxic. Takedown. We are not going to use Takedown. It's got horrible accuracy. I'd rather just not deal with it. Double Edge would have been great with this Pokemon. It really would have helped with a couple things, but we don't have access to Double Edge. Hyper Beam would be great for the Elite Four, so that's going to be helpful. Rage, not useful. If we had it maybe early, it could be better than Tackle, I guess, but not going to use it. Thunderbolt and Thunder can be used, but we're only going to use Thunderbolt. 95 base power, 100% accurate. It has Stab, so it's a good move. Thunder is very powerful, but very inaccurate. 70% is not good accuracy. And then we have the typical moves that most Pokemon have. We have Teleport, Mimic will definitely be used. And then the rest of the moves here won't be used except for Swift. Double Team, Reflect, Bide, Self-Destruct, Skull Bash, Rest, Thunder Wave, Explosion, Substitution, Flash. And like I said, Swift will be used. 60 base power, physical move. It's not a great move. Like I said, it's not a great move. And with that being said, we're going to dive right into this Pokemon. Our first battle is against our rival, as per tradition. Our rival's name is Like and Sub, so make sure you like and sub. We gave him a Bulbasaur, and like I said, we have Sonic Boom, does 20 damage every time. So if you look in the top right corner when we're in a battle, and you see that HP is 20 or less, it's a 1-shot. If it's 40 or less, it's a 2-shot. And that's good for the early game, but it does not pace well throughout the course of the game. And this is where this Pokemon's really limited moveset really kills us. This Pokemon is in the medium-fast growth rate, so we will progress the game pretty decently. We'll level up pretty decently. It's not going to be a hindrance for us. And we will critical hit about 27% of the time. That's a lot of critical hits. That's about 1 out of every 4. Well, let you know, Sonic Boom doesn't critical hit because it's a set damage move. Sonic Boom would be a lot better if it paced a little bit. It's kind of like Dragon Rage. If you've ever seen Dragon Rage, it does 40 damage no matter what. Sonic Boom does the same thing, 20 damage no matter what. If it only had 100% accuracy, it'd make it a little bit better. I digress. It is what it is. So now we're in the Bug Forest. We're going to move back. We're going to backtrack and take on our second rival battle. Second rival is going to come out with a Pidgey, and if you look at its stats, it's not showing. Pidgey has like 33 hit points or like 25 hit points. So him and Bulbasaur both go down to 2 hits. As long as we don't get Sand Attack, this battle is pretty much a foregone conclusion. Get the win. We'll move right on to the last bug catcher in this forest. And yeah, this Pokemon's garbage. I'm not gonna lie. This Pokemon's hot garbage. It's not well designed. I mean, sometimes you gotta blame Game Freak for why Pokemon's not good. And I gotta blame Game Freak a little bit. You couldn't give this thing Thunder Shock early in the game. You couldn't give it anything like that. It just doesn't make sense. Now, we're going on to take on Diglett. Diglett has 24 hit points, so Sonic Boom will be a 2-shot. And then Sandshrew is 33 hit points, so this means that Sonic Boom will be a 2-shot. As long as we hit. If we don't miss, all good. And that means that we can actually go and face this battle against Brock at a much lower level than most other electric Pokemon, because we have Sonic Boom. It's just going to do damage no matter what. Doesn't matter our level. Unless he one-hits us, I mean, that's the only thing I could really do anything. But we beat Brock. Wakanda Forever. Pretty easy battle. Now, at 4 minutes, that's a very fast time. We're going to see how this progresses. So, and we're going to see how this doesn't progress very well. As we progress, we start getting the Pokemon have more hit points. So we're facing a bug catcher, and Tackle is only doing like not even a third. If we did, that's not even a third. We got a critical hit on the last one, so that was a 3 hit, but that was a critical hit. That's the only reason we beat that Weedle. Weedle's a little more defensive than Caterpie. So yeah, I'm just showing you a couple battles. I'm not going to show you a lot, but I'm going to show you a couple battles here that showcase why Sonic Boom isn't that great. It's just only does 20 damage, so everything's a 2-shot. So now that leaves us susceptible to being poisoned. We can get wrapped by this Ekans. It gives us a whole bunch of problems that we wouldn't have in battle. We can just progress like a move normally progresses. So now we're going to face this guy. He has Eradicate. We're fully healed. And look how much Tackle did. We're going for Screech so that Tackle can do more damage. And even with Tackle, a critical hit killed us right there. 2 critical hits in a row, and we have to take a blackout there. Now you're going to see it doesn't say reset. I took the loss there and just went back and healed. Because I didn't want, I'm trying to minimize Electrode's takes there. Plus, I don't think I saved in front of that, so I didn't want to backtrack for that. But we were facing the super duper nerd right now. Sonic Boom's a 2-shot on the Voltorb, and Coughing has 33 hit points left. So as long as we can hit, we can knock it out. There we go. And we get a 3-hit on the Coughing. So we get the Dome Fossil. All hail the Dome Fossil. That leads us right into our next battle, which is going to be against our rival. Right on Nugget Bridge. We're going to save right here, and we're going to take on this battle. Like I said, Sonic Boom doesn't pace well. So right now, we're probably in a situation where we're just about... Sonic Boom's probably going to be about a 3-shot. Yep, it's going to be a 3-shot. It's exactly what it is. Now we just got hit by Sand Attack. This battle, like I said, can go way off the rails. And with this fight, we should have gone for Tackle. Okay, there we go. Save the power points. There's not a lot of power points with Sonic Boom, especially when you start getting into battles where you got to hit 3 to 4 times to knock something out. We knock out the Rattata. And now we have 1 Pokemon left, and that is Bulbasaur. It's going to be a 3-shot, and we get... Luckily, Sand Attack does not bite us in the butt there, so we're going to progress, and we're going to go take on Misty. Misty is the Water Gym leader, and we're in the same boat we were in before. We just got to go for Sonic Boom. She has 41 hit points on the Staryu and 59 on the Starmie, so Staryu will be a 3-shot, and so will the Starmie. So, I'm sorry, Staryu will be a 3-shot, and Starmie will be a 3-shot as well. As long as she doesn't do a lot of damage to us. Now, we don't exactly... we have pretty good specials, so she's not going to go for water moves. And we do get the win, and we move right on to the SSN. We can't let her get Body Slams. We're going to wipe right by it. We're going to run right down here and save real quick. And then we're going to go into this battle against our rival. Our rival's team's getting a little bit better. He's got a little bit more hit points. So Pidgeotto will be a 3-shot with Sonic Boom. 1, 2, and this leaves us susceptible to being Sand Attack. It leaves us susceptible to taking damage. We're already at half damage. So I'm trying to go for Bide here to get a little bit of a kickback on Eradicate, and it still doesn't knock this stupid thing out. And now we go on to the Kadabra. Kadabra, Tackle. Kadabra's pretty weak, like frail, and we still are getting the knockout here. We get a critical hit, knocks it out, but now we're on to Ivysaur. Ivysaur will be a 3-shot with Sonic Boom. Vine Whip, if he hits us with Vine Whip again or anything else, we're going to get knocked out. Yep, we do. So we take our first actual loss, not a blackout. We actually take a reset here. And so now we're going to go for Screech on the Pidgeotto, and now we're going to go for Tackle. And critical hits really do screw up this Pokemon. We dropped its defense, and because of critical hits, it skips over all those defense debuffs that we had. It was -4 on defense. That means its defense is pretty frail. And so now we're trying to do the same thing, and Kadabra tries to go for Teleport. Don't know why. Anything else would have done more damage than that. And now we're back to the same thing where we're taking on Ivysaur. Now we just got growled here, so it would have been stupid to do anything else, but we get the win. I usually don't show this battle, but we're going to go ahead and showcase this battle right here. Now, this is my stupidity. I should have used a potion right before this battle, but Growlithe is a 3-shot, and here we go again, taking a loss, and now we are like 10 levels higher than this Pokemon, and we're just getting our butts kicked. But we go ahead and we have to take on Lieutenant Surge. Now, Lieutenant Surge actually is a huge upgrade to our moveset once we beat him. So as we look at it, Sonic Boom looks like it's going to be a 3-shot on Voltorb. And he's lowering our stats. So technically our attack stat went up, but we just leveled up, so it went away. So timing's horrible on that. But we get a critical hit on Pikachu. We get a 2-shot. We have a lot of health going into the Raichu. Raichu will be a 4-hit when it comes to Sonic Boom. And it looks like we're going to get a 4-hit knockout like I predicted. So there we go. Get the win. We get Thunderbolt from Lieutenant Surge. And that leads us right into the Rock Tunnel. We got to face Boomer the Hiker. Now, this is an example of why I show this battle. Boomer the Hiker is not easy for all Pokemon. Now, we do have a move that will do guaranteed damage no matter what happens. Now, I stupidly went for Light Screen in this battle. I don't know why I did. All of his moves are physical damaging moves. That was Reflect to be more useful, but it is what it is. So he self-destructs, and we just don't want to self-destruct from the Graveler. We missed Sonic Boom, so maybe we could have won this battle if we wouldn't have missed that Sonic Boom. But he goes Boom, and we get our second reset here. Then we're going to face this battle again. Sonic Boom, like I said, we just want Sonic Boom to hit, and we miss again. So there's one knockout. First Geodude, now on to the second Geodude. And it looks like even if he goes Boom, we should be fine. Now, here's something I will let you know. Here's how you know if Pokemon's pretty bad in my playthroughs. If we leave this battle and we go in and face a Karate Dojo. If you don't know this, there's a Karate Dojo in Saffron City that is not required to play through, but it does have a lot of decent experience yields that you can get for your Pokemon, which is why I'm here. And if I feel a Pokemon's really bad and we need to overlevel and have more levels, I'll go in here and face this. I don't do this for every trainer. They're Pokemon. There's probably maybe 3 or 4 Pokemon on this challenge that overall, not just with the electric types that I've done this with, and it's usually Pokemon that are really bad, and they really have to outpace, and they have to be over-leveled by the end of the game, and so you're seeing this right now. Now, we are pretty much one-shotting most things we're coming across. Thunderbolt's are very powerful, this Pokemon. Its special is pretty good. It's not great. It's at 79 right now, but it's much better than our physical attack stat. The Thunderbolt, for the most part, is one-shotting or being very close to a one-shot or two-shotting everything, so that's decent, and I'll give it that, and that's pretty good. Now, in Generation 1, fighting type Pokemon usually have low special because they don't have the special attack, special defense split yet. So Hitmonlee usually goes down to, well, that's close. So it goes down to 2. We did pick up Swift, by the way. Swift does not miss, and that's actually the weird encounter later that I want to talk to you about. That I've been playing this game for years. I've been playing this game since it came out, and something weird happened. Now, here's another example of showcasing how bad a Pokemon really is. I usually don't battle anyone in this gym. I battle one trainer usually, and that's the one to the left of Erica. Now, I don't know why I'm showcasing this. I thought I deleted this out. I've been doing the Super Sim, but you're going to get to see the battle regardless. And we're going to go ahead and knock out the Ivysaur. Even though they're resisted, Thunderbolt's still two-shotting most things in this gym. So like right here, Super Sim, and now we're going to face Erica. Now Erica's going to come out. We did use an Ether and replenished our Swifts, and now we're going to go out and face Victory Bell. We wanted to be poisoned for this. Now here's why it's a strategy to be poisoned, is because with poison we don't get any other status conditions. We don't get put to sleep, we don't get paralyzed, so that's good for us. So we're going to I think it was a 3-shot on the Victory Bell, and now we're going to 2-shot the Tangela. We get a critical hit. I don't know if that mattered in helping it be a 2-shot. And 1, and we're going to get pretty close here. 2, and we're pretty good. We're good. Nope, maybe not. She uses a potion, and now we're going to lose. Okay. So we take our third reattack. We take a blackout. So we're going to come back, and that's why it's the way it is. We take a blackout, and it's not showing a reset on there. It's for good reason. We are no, we had to. No, it was a blackout. So we got poisoned again, and now we're going to go ahead and God, we just got to get some hits off. And we just got to go for Swift on the Tangle. Looks like Swift's going to be a 2-shot. They were good. Nope, it's going to be a 3-shot. We got a critical hit on that first Swift. And this battle looks like it's about to fall off the rails again. This is fun. This is so fun. Thunderbolt critical hit, so I don't know if that matters in this. We get a 3-shot. No, still not going to get it. Wow. This battle, we are level 37, and this Pokemon is struggling to knock out Erica. Struggling to knock out Erica. And that leads us right into Giovanni. Now, Giovanni's not that bad because we have Sonic Boom. And he doesn't have great moves. He's not smart either, so he doesn't go for the right moves. So we get a 3-shot on the Onix. Rhyhorn's going to be a little bit more. He has 76 hit points. So it's at least going to be a 4-shot with Sonic Boom. Now Kangaskhan, we can use any move we have, really, to take him out. Thunderbolt's a 1-shot critical hit. Don't know if that mattered. So we get the win over Giovanni. That was actually a pretty easy win. And Sonic Boom, you're seeing why Sonic Boom is left on the moveset. We have to have it to be able to do damage to certain things. And that leads us right into rival number 5. Rival number 5, this battle will be pretty quick. Thunderbolt will knock out the Pidgeotto. Very good. Gyarados goes down to 1 Thunderbolt as well. Growlithe should go down to a Thunderbolt. We don't have a great physical move for Kadabra. We're going for the Thunderbolt Kadabra. Critical hit. Definitely helped. Thunderbolt on the Ivysaur. It goes for Growl. Does nothing. We get the win over rival number 5 and progress to Koga. And now Koga is the Poison Gym Leader. And we are really over-leveled for this. We're level 41. And I think his highest Pokemon might be level 41, so maybe not too over-leveled, but we usually don't go in this battle. Like level 42 is what we're at right now. We just leveled up. We are one-shotting across the board, and we still are a level lower than Weezing, but we're usually not this high level when we go into this battle. We beat Koga pretty handily, and that's going to progress us right onto the next gym, which is Blaine. Blaine is the Fire Gym Leader, and same thing here. We should go for Light Screen because he has fire moves. That's all the damage he's going to do is pretty much fire. Some Pokemon have physical moves, like I think Arcanine and Growlithe have like Takedown and there is Stomp, but for the most part, we just want to defend ourselves from getting burned by Rapidash or any of the fire moves. And Arcanine is going to go down to 2 Thunderbolts. A little bit of help from Arcanine itself when we have 69 nice experience points. And that leads us right into our 6th rival battle in Silph Co. The rival battle in Silph it actually isn't too difficult because we can pretty much one-shot the first 3 Pokemon, and that leaves us with a lot of hit points and wiggle room for the last 2. One shot on the Growlithe, very good. Alakazam comes out, we're going to go for Thunderbolt. Not a one shot, pretty close though, so it's pretty good because Alakazam has really high defense, or special, so we're not going to do too much damage with that. Swift, we do not take, oh my god, we almost get knocked out here. 2 hit points. We are way higher level than him, and we win that battle on 2 hit points. A little bit of luck, I guess, but my god, the inconsistency of this Pokemon and the unreliability of its moves to be consistent and knock things out. Like the fact that it does critical hits all the time is nice, but it's not, because you don't have a consistent range of how much damage you're going to do. When moves don't critical hit all the time, you know about how much damage you're going to do. And here's the thing, kind of a good thing is you know what Sonic Boom is going to do. It's reliable, I guess. You know what you're going to get out of it. You don't always know what you're going to get with Thunderbolt. You don't always know what you're going to get with Swift. And it can be very nerve-wracking in a solo challenge where we're trying to beat this game as fast as humanly possible. But we beat Giovanni number 2. Combination of Swift and just having light screen up and not taking any damage. I'm going to move right on to Jasmine. I'm sorry, Sabrina. We're not in Generation 2. This is Generation 1. Sabrina and her whip. And she's going to come out with a Kadabra. And we're going to go for light screen, so her psychic moves don't do that much unless they critical hit like that. So that was fun. So now, moving on to Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime doesn't do any damage to us at all. Venomoth comes out. We're going to go for Swift. We actually should have gone for, I think we should have gone for Thunderbolt there. It is a flying type after all. Just kidding. That's a Scott's Thought joke. And Swift. And he went for, I guess he went for Defense Curl. Nope, we're going to get knocked out here, aren't we? Thunderbolt. Okay, we get the win. We really, really got close on that one. That was way too close for comfort. That's 2 back-to-back, like landmark fights in this game. Actually 3, because Erica was like that too. Not 3 back-to-back, but 3 of the last 4 landmark fights have been like really close. And it's not been fun. Now, this is a very unique thing happens here. So we're fighting against Giovanni, and we don't have a great strategy to take out his first couple of his ground types. So what we're doing is we went for Mimic, and we mimicked Horn Drill. Now Horn Drill, if you hit Horn Drill, it is a 1-hit knockout. So the first rule is you have to be a higher level than the opposition, and it's only 30% accurate, and you gain another 1% of accuracy for every level you're higher, so it does help. Now here's something I did not know, and you're going to see this in the next battle. I did not know this until the moment I played this game. So we take another reset, we're going to do the same strategy. There's no other strategy that's going to be successful. Really is a what's called an RNG battle. You're going to rely on the random rolling of a 30% accurate move to knock out the Rhyhorn. It does get the knockout. Now, Swift will do a lot of damage to Dugtrio. It goes underground right here. This is what you don't understand. He was digging. Now, in Generation 1, I did not know this. He digs on the ground. Usually when you're on the ground, you're completely impervious to attacks. Just like when you use Fly, when you go up in the air, you're impervious to attacks. I did not know that Swift would attack through that and hit. That is something I did not know until this moment when I was playing this game. That if you use Swift and a Pokemon's either flying up in the air or dug underground, Swift will still hit. I did not know that. And that is information that I wish I'd have known when it comes to like other playthroughs in the past. Because Swift being able to do that, that's just incredible and insane. And it's not a bad thing. It's just weird that you wouldn't think that would happen. You wouldn't think that. In Generation 2, like Earthquake hits dig while they're underground, so you get that. I just did not know Swift hit while the Pokemon was on the ground. I think it's only a Generation 1 thing, so I think that's what it is. I don't think that's like a consistent thing. So now we're doing the same thing. Horn Drill, get the knockout over Giovanni. That's good. So that's what our strategy was. Horn Drill, rely on a little bit of that RNG and luck. And now we're going to move right into our final rival battle for the Elite Four. He's going to come out with a Pidgeot. Pidgeot is going to lead out. He doesn't have anything great for us now, so we don't have to worry too much about getting sand attacked. That's kind of the benefit here. Now, we can go for a move right now and mimic Agility and Badge Boost, but that's not going to be a good strategy. What we're going to do is the same strategy with Giovanni, and we're going to mimic Horn Drill. Horn Drill is going to make it so we can one-shot the Rhyhorn if we ever hit it. And it's just going to whittle down our health until it decides to hit. We are way faster, so that's one other thing. If you don't outspeed the Pokemon, this move is completely pointless. And we're spending all these moves. That's a whole bunch of power points wasted just because this move won't hit. We knock out the Gyarados in one hit. Very good. We level up. That doesn't matter. Thunderbolt on the Growlithe. Very good. Do we get a Hyper Beam on the Alakazam? We do. Critical hit. Don't think that matter, but you get a critical hit nonetheless. Hyper Beam. Now we're just going to go for luck here, and we get another reset. Another reset. We are significantly higher level than our rival. We have the right strategy, it's just we're not implementing it correctly. Pidgeot gets knocked out by 1 hit. Mimic, Horn Drill. Maybe Horn Drill could be a little bit more reliable in this battle. So let's see how many Horn Drills I go by. 1, 2, 3. So 1 out of 3. That's about right. 30%. We're about 33% accuracy. Or yeah. So 1 out of 3 should hit. That's about right. That sounds about good math-wise. Now it's going to go down to Hyper Beam. We're going to knock out the Alakazam. We have a lot of health left, so we got a lot of opportunities to hit Horn Drill. 1, 2. We miss another one. There's 3. On our 4th one, we finally hit. We get the win, get the knockout over our rival, and we're progressed right onto the Elite Four. Now, looking at the Elite Four, let's go and look at our stats real quick. We're going to save, and we're going to look at our stats and moves really fast. So first off, our stats. Attack stat is 118, defense is 143, speed is 234, and special is 157. So honestly, not the worst stats across the board, but our attack stats garbage. And when you look in the bottom left corner, those are our stats with the badge boosts that are modified for each stat. Attack is 132, defense is 160, special is 263, and speed is speed is 263, and special is 176. Utilizing that great attack stat and great special, it's going to be awesome. And our moves going to Elite Four are Thunderbolt, Light Screen, Hyper Beam, and Mimic. The only move I think we might throw in here is probably Rest and maybe Toxic. But let's go ahead and dive into this playthrough. The first member of the Elite Four is usually the easiest one for electric Pokemon, but you never know. Lorelei is going to come out, and she's going to come out with a Dugong Gong Gong. She's the Ice Specialist, and she's going to go down to 1 Thunderbolt. Push her down to 1 Thunderbolt. Slipper's going to go down to 1 Thunderbolt. Now, we could have mimicked Amnesia there and boosted our attack stat, our special, and done a little bit more damage. But we're just clean sweeping and critical hitting across the board, so it's kind of not necessary. I don't think we took any damage in that battle, so that leads us right into our next battle against Koga. Now, Koga is he's kind of like a fighting rock member of the Elite Four. We usually don't talk about Koga, he's kind of garbage, but I don't think mimicking anything here was great. And I mimic Harden, and Harden gives us the ability to badge boost. So we're going to up our defense, and all of its corresponding stats around it are going to increase. So now we're going to try to go for Hyper Beam, and he goes for X Defend, and so we're not doing as much damage as we hoped. So we took a long time to knock that out. He gets knocked out by our Thunderbolt, and so does Hitmonlee. Now, we leveled up, so we lost all the badge boosts we just did. So that means we have a Rock-type Pokemon who is resisted to our Hyper Beam, or normal move, whatever you want to call it, and is not knocking out the opposition. And so we run out of Hyper Beam. We cannot hit him, so we have to take another reset. So that's reset number 5. And I got something to show you at the end of this about how much we basically saved this Pokemon from having like a lot of resets. You're going to see that here at the end. But now, instead of mimicking Hyper Beam, Harden, what we're mimicking now is Slam. Slam will just give us another move that can actually attack him. So we're going to get the knockout, very good. And now we actually use Poison too. So we added Toxic in place of Light Screen, and we also mimic Slam. So this gives us a much better ability. He's not doing much damage to us, so we don't have to worry about that. But we need something to help us accumulate more damage. Even with this is a very cheesy strategy that I did. I don't like doing this strategy. Now, this leaves us susceptible to being beaten here, and we get very close at the end, but we do beat Bruno on our second attempt. The fact we just lost to Bruno just really aggravates me. And it leads us right into Agatha. Now, she's usually the most difficult member of the Elite Four to deal with. So we're going to mimic Nightshade, just so we have 2 attacks that can beat her. Now, this is a mistake. I went for the wrong move here, hit Toxic on accident, and we're going to go for Thunderbolt and knock out the Gengar. We're going to Thunderbolt, knock out the Golbat, very good. Haunter will not be a one-shot. That's the problem. Haunter will not be a one-shot. We get hit twice, and we get knocked out. Now, here's what I need to do. Just go for broke. Stick with Thunderbolt. Go for broke. Don't worry too much about mimicking a move. So I don't give Gengar another turn to hit me with Nightshade or put me to sleep or anything else, or even use Confuse Ray. There's a lot of things she can do to you. She can paralyze you, can put you to sleep, poison you, or confuse you, and you can eliminate all those. Just go for broke. And the last Gengar doesn't do any of these things except for potentially confusing you. But we get the win over Agatha on our second attempt. Now we're up to 6 resets, and we're going to go ahead and take on Lance, the Dragon Trainer. I was going to say Lyra with the Flyers, but he doesn't have a lot of Flyers in this game. He only technically has 3, but they're all Flying type. But he does have a lot of Dragon in this generation. So now we're going to go ahead and go for Agility, and Agility is going to make it so our Hyper Beam or Thunderbolt will be fully boosted, so that whenever we decide to attack, we're going to go ahead and knock it out. I scared this one down to 1 Thunderbolt. Don't know if I said that or not. Hyper Beam on the Dragonite. Thunderbolt on the Aerodactyl. Very good. Now the final Dragonite comes out. We want Thunderbolt. not the right move, but we still get the knockout, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. And we're going to go ahead and progress and take on the final battle of the game, which is our champion, our rival, Lycan Sub. We're at level 69, very nice level, and we're going to face out first against the Pidgey. I'll go for Thunderbolt on the Pidgey, very good. Alakazam's going to come out, and we're going to mimic Psychic on the Alakazam. We did add Rest in place of Toxic, so what's going to happen there is we're going to go up against the Rhydon, and we're going to go ahead and go for Rest. Now, we're fully healed, so Rest will not put us to sleep, but we're wanting Rhydon to go for Leer and Tail Whip. So look in the bottom left corner. Our stats are being modified, so they're a little bit more powerful. So now Psychic turns into a 2-shot. Without this stat modification, Psychic probably would have been maybe a 3-shot. So right now we're just going to heal, and he might Leer us one more time. Now, with this being said, we can't get hit by anything physical, or because we're very frail right now. Like, very frail. But we got full health, so we're kind of in a place where we can tank any kind of hit that comes our way. We knock out the Arcanine in one hit, and now we have one more knockout against the Venusaur. We get the win, we knock out our rival, we beat him, and we just gotta get our time locked in with the Elite Four. 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 30 seconds. Now I'm gonna show you something real quick that I don't usually show. So this is a little bit of a showcase of, this is the software I use. It's created by Scott's Thoughts, and what it does, it lets you kind of set up the game so you can play through with some challenges. So I don't know how much you can see here. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to zoom in really quick and let you take a look at this. So you're going to see on the bottom, like, you see the left part, you see the left and the right, you don't see the stuff in the middle. The game overlays that, and this, I run this no BS. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you see how many blackouts we took. We took 7 blackouts with this Pokemon. So because I'm so used to just playing through so fast, I don't usually save in front of battles that I feel like obsolete, that I had to go to these, with these Pokemon, not save and take blackouts. But I just want to let you know that. I don't usually showcase that. And with that being said, we're going to move right onto our tier list and figure out where this Pokemon lands when it comes to our tier list. 1 hour and 17 minutes and 30 seconds. That lands this Pokemon right smack dab here in the F tier. Now, does that mean he is the worst Pokemon we've done yet? Honestly, I think I could probably get a better time out of old Hitmonchan once I finally decide to do a second playthrough. But Hitmonchan is no longer alone in the F tier. We got another Pokemon that's in the F tier with him. To me, this doesn't really change up any of our list here. I expected Electrode to be in the bottom tier. I actually thought it'd be a little bit slower than Hitmonchan. I think Hitmonchan could be a little bit faster if I play through the second time. So that'll happen eventually. But he's no longer alone in the F tier. There's actually another Pokemon down here to keep him company. And I don't predict Electrode will be a lot better. Now, is there room for improvement? Absolutely. I have 7 blackouts and 6 resets. There's definitely room for improvement. But I think the way that you got to improve that is you got to over-level this Pokemon, and that's going to take time, so I don't know if that saves a lot of time. That's just something we're going to figure out in the future. We have one more Pokemon left in this challenge, and that is Raichu. Now, I predicted Raichu would actually be slower than Electrode, and now that I played this Pokemon, I don't feel that same way anymore, but that's why we're going to do the playthrough so we can find out. Raichu has nothing that can attack Brock. It has Thundershock, Growl, and Thunder Wave. So this Pokemon is going to have a hellacious time getting by Brock. But I feel that after that, there are a lot more moves. The Raichu's move pool is a lot more diverse than Electrode. I think it's going to make up the time and get a better time than Electrode. But that's why we do the playthroughs. That helps us figure this out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So it's going to be a good weekend for me to get this playthrough done. And I haven't thought of a what-if scenario yet that I want to play through. But I'll let you guys know throughout the course of the week. But that's my video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think Electrode could be better? Do you think Raichu is going to do better? Let me know. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time.